So by now, most of you should know, my name is Yusef Scott, and I want to welcome you to the So Darn Easy Forex University. Alright, so as I always tell you guys, very thankful to have you guys here at the So Darn Easy Forex University YouTube channel. I realize with all the millions of people who go onto YouTube and all the many Forex channels online, if you're watching this video, I have to thank you because you could be jumping around from one channel to the next, back and forth, you know, but you're here watching this video, and you know what? We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. If we didn't have the audience, we wouldn't be here. So I want to thank you guys for being here, taking time out of your day watching this video. Also, remember, if you're not yet following us on social media, get your butt over there and follow us on social media because we have some dynamic content over there as well. I put out 1-minute clips that could just change, that could simply change your life. All right, make sure you do that. Okay, so in this video today, I want to share with you guys what I was talking about in my previous video about one of my newest students, Lindsay. Her and I, we had a dialogue right after she joined. Even before I sent her emails to get her started, we were in deep conversation about Forex. And I want to tell you guys something that had transpired throughout that dialogue and that conversation. So at that point, she had joined, and we're talking about Forex, and she was telling me how she was with either she was with IML. Yeah, she was with IML, and she had just recently cut off her subscription with them because she just didn't feel like she was getting the training piece while they were really hammering out the business building side. She wasn't getting what she really wanted, and that was to be trained in Forex. So what happened was, while we're talking over the phone, you know, at this point, I could really open up and tell her, you know, my point of view of Forex, and I could explain to her the perfect entry strategy, explain to her how to standard trades, and we were going over how to get her set up and all, just everything. So when I start talking to her about Forex, and I broke down the perfect entry strategy, to my surprise, or I guess I should be surprised, but I'll say to my surprise, she was quite amazed at how simple trading Forex could be. And I said, one thing that I said to her, I said, listen, here we are over the phone having conversation, and I'm able to break down Forex to you, break down setups to you over the phone without us having some type of common chart that we were looking at. We weren't looking at the charts. It was just her and I on the phone, like this. Hello, hey Lindsay, what's going on? So let me tell you about Forex. You know, Forex, you know. So we're talking about Forex, and when I got done telling her, you know, my point of view and how I saw things, not to get into it because this is not the place, she was just like, really, wow, like, I can't believe that you explained it like this. I never had anyone explain it like this. And I said, listen, this is what I do. I've seen enough of the market to be able to explain the market. Okay? This is exactly what it is that I do. Something that, side note, something that, and this just popped in mind because I'm talking on a subject where this is the type of impact that I have on people. And I'm talking about, just like Lindsay, she was impacted by a video that I made. It's something that I said in the video, and she was like, you know what, I'm done, I'm joining. You know, I talked to him before, I'm joining. But what I was thinking just now is that the guy that I told you guys about, one of the people who I had talked to, following putting out the first part of the, you know, the realest Forex talk that you've never heard. When I talked to this gentleman, he had mentioned to me how dang, what was it that he mentioned? Just went right out of my head. Let me think. What was it that I was about to tell you guys? Let me think. It'll come back to me. Don't worry about it. It'll come back to me because I have a whole lot to tell you guys, that things that have just transpired. So it'll come back to me. This one thing that this cat told me. Dang, what is it? It's like, come on, think. Let me think. Anyway, I'm not gonna waste time. It'll come back because it's all connected. So this is the powerful thing about it. So these types of things, like talking with Lindsay, this is what happens all the time. All right, people are impacted by something that they heard me echo. Lindsay, she was able to, after joining, sit down with me and we go over a couple things about the perfect entry strategy, the stay in your trade strategy, and now she's impacted even more. She's just like, wow. So I want to share with you guys something that, and I'm gonna put this on the screen. This is what Lindsay, she had said to me. So we were in conversation. So yesterday I had reached out to her. If you guys see at 8:37, I reached out to her. I said, hello, Lindsay. Checking in to see how things were going with the material. And she said to me, watch the perfect entry strategy video today, and OMG. All right. I can't wait to backtest this and practice it. That video blew me away, and it was so easy to see with my eye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if that's not enough for you to see, like, she's able to see this, and she just joined. It was less than 24 hours at 8:37. It was less than 24 hours that she was a student, and she's like blown away. All right, that's powerful. So let me see. I went on to say, I said to her, fantastic. I'm glad to hear that things are as described to you last night when you joined, and gave her the eye wink. Then I said, I am sure that your results will make your husband proud. Okay? And I gave her, the praises. And then she said, I definitely can't wait to show him my profits. And then we had other dialogue, and I told her to keep me posted for sure. Have yourself done sort of a fantastic weekend. Get ready to sit in on your first trade alert training on Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, I want to tell you guys this. Lindsay is one of many who have joined and have seen how easy trading Forex really is. And now they can attest to, I see why you be murdering the market now. I see now. Most people will criticize those who are successful. But I say, you know what? No. I'm not going to give you room to criticize. I'm going to show you I'm trading on a live account. And then you trade on a live account. Now they say, okay, well, let me see your daily confirmation. Well, I was doing it before. They say, oh, it's Photoshop. What else do you want from me? Do you want to sit beside me and trade? What else do you want from me? But it doesn't matter what people say for real, because when you can show black and white proof, that's all that matters. But Lindsay, she's one that was watching me for some time, and she was a little slow to pull the trigger, but it was something that I said that changed, and she said, you know what, I'm joining him tonight. And she did. And the dialogue that we had that night, it was more of an eye-opener than ever before. It made sense. When she went through the material, she followed my instruction. Do this first, do that second, do this, do this, do this. And I went to her less than 24 hours after I told her what to do, where to start. And I asked her, how are things going with the material? And for her to say that one video, I'm just like, OMG, the perfect entry strategy. I can't wait until the market's open so I can test it out. That makes me feel good because I know that I'm doing the right thing. I'm showing people how to get it done with less, just with far less indicators, with far less you're not dealing with all that headache. I'm making it easy. I'm not bombarding you with all this extra fluff just to sound whatever. That's right. Let me say this because it just popped back in my mind, and it's because of the extra fluff part. So I told you everything is connected. When I talk to people, they say the same thing all the time. So everything is connected. When I was talking to this young guy, he was the guy that said, man, like that video that I watched, he's the guy that said that he had watched the video a couple times. So we're talking over the phone yesterday, and he made a reference about, man, look, I got into Forex and I'm watching different videos online, and when I got to watching your material, he said, he had been bouncing back watching my material, whatever, but he said he noticed that watching my material is different. I'm not just, he could tell that people, you guys know when you're talking to someone and they just giving you a whole bunch of air, you guys know that. So he was like, your pitch, your delivery, how you come off, your posture, everything just feels so natural, so genuine. And he said, you know what? A lot of these folks, they're just talking out here saying, I can't say the words that he said, but he said that they're just saying stuff, and just like, wow, the people just out here just talking and not making just like I say, I reference, well, I'm not going to say that because I may give some things away, but there's a lot of things that I say in my training that, I say things in training to let you guys know what's going on, but what he was saying is that people just talking and just not making any sense. And these are the things that you will go through, you will endure when you're bouncing from one channel to the next, because so many people want to be the it factor and they really can't explain nothing. I mean, you guys, I'm not here to do anything besides help you see a different side of trading Forex like you've never seen it before. And if Lindsay can do it, guess what? If I can do it, guess what? So can you. You can do it too. All right? Yes, I've had struggles in life. I've had an epiphany that came to me in a dream and it showed me how to look at the Forex market. These things are true. But I put time in as well. I didn't give up. When there were thoughts of, you know what, this is just not working, maybe I should just do this, maybe I should go back to doing that. Well, when I had these thoughts, oh, you know what, just you guys know, it's not working. Guess what I did? I stayed looking at the charts. That's what I did. I stayed looking at the charts. I didn't really give up. What I gave up, really, I gave up putting, real money inside the account. That's what I gave up. Because I lost so much money in the market. And when you take those L's, like I did, I remember, like I was telling someone just yesterday, I was telling the gentleman that I was speaking on earlier. When I saw me putting 10,000 in, 15, 20,000, because I started at $500, couple $100 here, maybe $1,000 here. When I start putting larger sums of money inside the account, and I remember thinking, Lord knows I can win now. I have all this money. That's so not true. It isn't. It doesn't matter if you have a lot of money in your account or a little bit of money in your account. If you're a good trader, you can trade a small amount and a large amount. If you have a lot of money in your account or a little bit of money, if you're not a good trader, you're going to lose regardless. The only difference between the two is that one account you can trade, you now have the strength to trade at a higher volume. But guess what? That higher volume means even with a large amount of money in your account, you'll wipe that account out even quicker. That's the only difference. So guess what? Get connected so you can learn how to trade. So regardless of the account size, you're good. That's all I do. It doesn't matter what account size. You guys have seen it. You guys have seen me take a little bit of money and grow it. And I'm still growing it. It's crazy. But listen, you guys, listen. As always, I'm Yusef Scott. All right? I'm the guy behind the So Darn Easy Forex University. I'm the founder. I'm also considered the Forex GOAT online, and I'm considered this for a reason. It's not just about Forex. You guys know I can talk about a lot of things and I can relate it to Forex, but it's not just about Forex. It's about changing your thinking, relating Forex to real life so that you too can look at things as I look at it. All right? I'll see you guys in our next training if you want to be there. It's time for you to make that change today. I'll see you guys real soon. Peace.